Good morning, folks. Right, the HW100 Bullpup. I think we'd all agree is a good gun. It is, however, it's a heavy gun, and mine's an extra heavy gun because of the toys. Adjustable scope rail, Pard NV008, infrared illuminator, foregrip. It all mounts up, and it means that if you're walking around trying to hold this thing, it really does start to hurt your arms very, very quickly. And on my particular shoot, there are a lot of gates I have to open and close, so I invariably have to end up putting the gun down on the floor, or as I do on the hedge. It's not convenient, so I've been looking into attaching a sling to it, but the idea of drilling into the stock does concern me. Now, perhaps somebody may be able to help me with this. I have heard that the stock is wood with a plastic cover, but I've also heard that on the HW100 the stock is 100% polymer plastic. So I don't know. So I don't want to drill a hole in it. Also, my gun is under warranty. So again, I don't want to drill holes in it. So I've been thinking about how I can create a sling. And I want something that sits across the front of my chest, because obviously with this being a bullpup, you want to be able to bring it up quickly. Not sort of have to sit there taking it off your shoulders like, you know, like the traditional sort of full length HW100. So I sort of went a bit down a rabbit hole, and there just doesn't seem to be anything available. The generic solution is drill your stock, put a stud sling in, and I don't want to do that. So this is what I've come up with. Okay, now these are just nylon straps. I think they're sold for airsoft, but these were about £6 for two. They are incredibly strong. I mean, it's almost like seatbelt material. And this is how I'm sort of doing it. Now, if you are like me, so left hand and right hand on the foregrip, left hand on the, then ideally you want to sling it this way. So you want the clip right at the top of the gun, and then obviously if you can keep the, I'll use the word knot, but the buckle, if you can keep the buckle away from you on your opposing side, then so much the better. So what you're relying on here is you're relying on this angle and this being tight enough so that it doesn't slip off. Now, so we've got the clip at the top, perhaps just a little bit towards what would be my chest. So we're going to get this as tight as we can, and then try and feed it back through the other buckle to secure it, which in itself is not that easy. It's coming. Small pair of, there we go. No, so it's come loose, but we'll tighten it back up. Sorry, it's a little bit, I appreciate you probably can't see this at the moment. I'm just trying to tighten the buckle back up. Okay, there we go. I think we can get a little bit more. Yeah, so you can get your finger under that, so we can get that a bit tighter. Okay, there we go. That's quite tight. So fold that back over like that. Okay, so that is now on the away side from you, and you can still give it a little bit of movement. And all I'm going to do now is just get a drop of some hot melt glue. And just tack that down. Okay, and that's now. And again, I appreciate you can't see this, but that's supporting the gun quite happily on that point. So that's that one done. Now, oops, on the front of my gun I have this foregrip. Now obviously there is underneath here, let's have a bit of light on this. There's the little Picatinny rail. So you can just put a bipod clip straight onto that. But I like this foregrip. It's really comfortable, it's surprising. So again, it's the exact same thing as that, it's just a shorter one. And I've discovered that I can very neatly wrap it sort of just round here, and this lip here will nicely contain the material. So I can just very conveniently and neatly just get that just to fold into there. Again, a good tighten, and I can cut this one back. So I think, yes, I think that's what we'll do. These are my old Swiss Army scissors, and they are somewhat blunt, I'm afraid. There we go. I could really, there we are. Just tidy that edge up. Okay, so another drop of hot melt glue. Tack that down. And there we go. So that's now attached, both of the clips. This was the sling I bought. Now, because I wasn't really 100% sure that this was going to work, I didn't spend a great deal of money. In fact, I think the entire caboodle has cost me less than £20. The only thing I have found is that this shoulder strap, I say shoulder strap, it goes over sort of my neck, and it does pull on my neck somewhat because it's not exactly substantial. But I'm generally happy with this, and until I can find a better solution, this is, you know, this is how it has to be. So I'm not going to moan about it too much. So if I put if memory serves, it's the short end on there and the long end on the front of the gun. Bear with me a moment and we'll just bring things into a little bit better view. And if I now drop that over my so that's how it sits. Okay, as you can see, it's quite solid. My hands are free. Yes, it's a little bit sore on the neck, but just having something to take some of the strain makes life a lot easier and a lot more bearable. So as you can see, that big buckle is here. It's out of the way. This one's too low down to cause us a problem. My hands are free. It's been swung around. It isn't coming loose, and very easily we're up to view. So there we go, folks. That is my admittedly improvised HW100 sling for less than £20 and also completely non-destructive. Thanks for watching. If you like what I do, please consider subscribing. It's great to know that there are people out there who find this stuff useful. So thanks for watching and have a great new year.